warm welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Gaurav Deka, and I welcome you to this new episode of The Inner Child Speaks. I hope you all have been enjoying the episodes. So, today we have with us Himadri Dimri. Himadri happens to be a transpersonal regression therapist. She mostly works with trauma, inner child trauma, attachment trauma, childhood trauma, and she also happens to be an EFT practitioner and a family constellation facilitator. So, Himadri, very warm welcome to you as well.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurav Deka.
Thank you for joining us in this episode, Himadri, because you are one of the most prolific and well-known inner child therapists who happens to be out there in social media everywhere, because I keep seeing your posts on Instagram, in Facebook, and you are a very devoted sort of, person who would keep posting also for people. You have a lot of free content and free material for people to use, read, navigate, and practice in their own life, everything about childhood trauma and inner child healing. So, Himadri, first of all, tell us how has been your journey so far as an inner child therapist? Because I know that as therapists, we learn a lot of things. We go ahead and learn
Yeah.
past life regression therapy, we learn EFT, we learn inner child healing, lot of things we learn, and but then we come to this niche point wherein we decide that no, this is for me. I'm going
Hmm.
to put everything else aside
Hmm.
and take this as my niche work, my primary work. So when you are a primary inner child therapist, how did you come to that point yourself?
Okay. Okay. So I started my journey, I think, few years back when I contacted you for certain therapy sessions, and we did a lot of different kind of work. So the inner child therapy at that moment also kind of intrigued me.
Mm,
As we moved forward, I did other courses. I did your course in the inner child healing.
right.
um, I discovered that when I talk to people, when I talk to my clients, when they tell me what they are going through,
Mm,
there is a very strong inclination towards the inner child trauma.
right.
There are times when people tell me that they have not been through any trauma, they've not
Mm,
seen any death, they've not been with anything wrong.
mm,
But when you start questioning them, there are certain things that they speak and certain emotions, certain strong, they come up with very strong feelings. And that is when you ask them, when did you first find out and how did it start? They are taken back to when they were 5 years old, 6 years old.
mm,
And that is the exact moment when they discovered something like that. And
mm,
that has been, um, what do you say? That has been very amazing towards their healing journey.
right. It's a
Yeah,
fundamental part
but
of,
yes, it's been liberating.
right.
Liberating was the word. Yeah, finding their inner child, working with that part,
Uh-huh.
it has been very liberating in the entire in their entire healing journey, and as well as my healing journey.
Wow.
In the start, when I used to be, I have choked in my sessions as a
Mm,
therapist, and I have discovered my inner child when working with other people's
other
inner
people.
child.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is how made me more and more interested towards working on my inner child and towards helping other people work with their inner child.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Himadri, because this is the primary work that you do, that
Hmm.
everything
Hmm.
is about childhood trauma,
Yes.
attachment wound, breaks in the connection and the bond with the mom or the dad.
Hmm.
I'm sure that in this sphere, you are using a lot of different techniques. Many
Hmm.
people also get confused when we say inner child, because actually inner child happens to be a concept, and we
Hmm.
are using various tools and techniques to reach that concept.
Hmm.
We may be using regression therapy,
Hmm.
using artwork,
Hmm.
transactional analysis. Sometimes we even use the body and gestalt work. What are the different kind of methods you use with your clients to work with inner child?
Okay. So definitely I start with talking with them.
Hmm.
So that is a lot of interaction, and there is the moment they speak or they mention something that comes up very stark,
Mm-hmm.
uh, very prominent in the conversation. So at that moment, they are taken back by certain questioning that how did it start, where did it start, how does that make them feel? Second, I work a lot with journaling. So I work a lot with
Right,
writing.
right.
So it can be as simple as it sounds, writing a letter to your inner child, but it can
Wow.
be as difficult as using your non-dominant hand and trying to connect to those subconscious parts that you didn't even know that existed.
Okay.
That has been that comes really difficult with a lot of people,
Hmm.
and they are surprised by the answer they get with their inner child with the other
Like
hand.
for example, my non-dominant
Yes.
hand
Hmm.
is my left hand. For someone, it
Yes.
could be right,
Hmm. Hmm.
and we use the non-dominant hand
Hmm.
to bring certain expressions out of the inner child. You mean that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So our so the right hand, that is the dominant hand,
Hmm.
is the adult me, and
Hmm.
the non-dominant hand, in my case, which is left hand, is the inner child me, is the inner me.
Oh wow, wow,
Yes.
wow.
So and it also helps because when I'm using my right hand, I'm using a lot of conscious memory, a lot of
Hmm.
conscious thoughts. But when I'm
Hmm.
using my non-dominant hand, my entire brain is engaged in how to write with my non-dominant hand.
Right.
So I'm not getting those. I mean, I'm not making up those thoughts, and I'm not
Hmm.
going to some conscious memory.
Right.
Something will definitely come which is going to surprise me.
Right. It's completely unconscious. So
Yes.
it's wonderful how much we can achieve through writing,
Hmm.
through journaling, sometimes even through artwork and
Yes.
non-dominant handwork, and of course by regressing as
Hmm.
as
Hmm.
a process to go back to
Hmm.
the inner child. So, Himadri, you have, of course, because you are once again, primary inner child therapist. So you may
Hmm.
have done a lot of inner child oriented courses, and then you also came to our course, the one
Hmm.
which we are delivering now online, inner child healing and systemic
Yes.
family therapy. You
Yes.
attended the live one, which is in person, not
Hmm.
online. So
Yes.
could you tell us that how was your experience there?
Hmm.
And in what kind of ground would you place it in contrast to all other inner child trainings or courses that you may have done before?
Okay. Uh, so what I with the earlier courses, I worked more on my inner child,
Hmm.
um, and that was a constant process. With the course that I attended with you,
Hmm.
I had gained a lot of practical knowledge.
Right.
So it is definitely for someone who wants to work with their inner child,
Hmm.
someone who wants to really find out what it is and how it affects us. But as a practitioner point of view, it
Hmm.
is really something more. I mean, giving the person how do you practice it?
Right.
How do you use certain tools that you can help your clients with? So that has been a very stark difference for me.
Yeah, because in our course, we will have people who will come in to work on themselves, their own healing, their own
Yeah.
transformation. But we will also have quite a few practitioners. I don't know if
Hmm,
these
hmm,
practitioners will be from the field of inner child, from trauma,
hmm,
from
hmm,
attachment
hmm,
work,
hmm.
but definitely people who would want to add on a new skill to their practice. So,
Yes.
people who are coming in that front, in that group, what would
Hmm.
be your suggestion or message to all of those practitioners who would want to become inner child therapists by attending this course?
Okay. So the message, definitely learn with the master himself, and you get that extra push. You get that extra push to start practicing immediately. Um, there is this a very healthy push from you towards the practitioners, and also people who have not practiced, who are not practitioners, but they are learning something for themselves. So there will always be this thing that you can start doing this, and this is how you start working with other people as an inner child therapist.
Hmm.
So that is one thing that is definitely a plus point.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you, Himadri.
yeah.
So, Himadri, as I said, that you also happen to be a very dedicated, therapist who also works online with so many people and
Mhm.
delivering so much of free content on Instagram. Your Instagram page is called
Healing with Himadri.
Healing with Himadri. Okay, so this is
Yes.
also out for all the viewers so that our viewers can watch it and can go to Healing with Himadri and follow her profile. But my question to you was that even as a therapist,
Hmm.
on your way to learning on how to market yourself, work with clients, reach out to people, promote your activity, your work, your therapist, your workshop. Uh, Number one, how did you reach there?
Hmm.
Doing that alternative part of your career as well, not just a therapist, but also a person who puts herself out there. Number one,
Yeah.
how did you reach there? And how did, if our program
Hmm.
contributed anything to you uh, marketing or putting yourself out there?
Okay. Um, so definitely, I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of video fear. I had a lot of fear in putting myself outside,
Hmm.
uh, out there, and being present. Uh, so I have like intensively worked with you on my inner child trauma, uh, and I we have worked on several angles.
Hmm.
There was a time, there was just if I could mention, there was one experience that we found out
Yeah.
about the fear that I, when I was very small, maybe 6 to 7 years, maybe 7 years in school, and I was given some opportunity to um, monitor the class, and I could not. So that was one kind of fear that, being in front of people scared me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So being pointed at,
Hmm.
or judgment. So your program has definitely worked on all those sides, on all the judgments, on all those fears, um, and also few meditations that you've
Hmm.
given, few meditations that we were asked to do in the live program that we attended. Um, Gaining the strength back, gaining all those things that we have lost across all time, distance, and space, and all those things that we
Hmm.
have missed out during our childhood.
Hmm.
Taking all that power back and integrating has really helped me put myself out there
Hmm. Hmm.
in front of people, speaking about it, raising awareness towards it, and then, yes, marketing about it, as you just mentioned.
So you actually are a living proof of the fact that the moment we heal that particular inner child, which
Hmm.
blocks our progress,
Yes.
um, exactly the point for which we were blocked
Hmm.
becomes our resource. Because if I was
Yes.
scared to show
Yes.
myself out in public in front of everyone, well, that is my asset today. That's my USP today. So thank you for that, Himadri. So with that,
Yeah.
I think we've reached the end of this interview. And I'm truly thankful that you made time and you came over and you not only answered these questions, but also gave out such valuable information to our crowd, our viewers, and the public. So thank you so much. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All pleasure is mine.
I will see you then. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you.